10 countries where black people can get citizenship fast. Yep, you read that right. Not decades of paperwork, not shady backdoor deals, and definitely not a lifetime of pending status. We're talking quick citizenship, real passports, and relocation opportunities that don't feel like a Netflix series, with 10 unnecessary seasons. Let's be real, if you're black and thinking about starting fresh abroad, the global playing field isn't exactly fair. Some countries treat you like a long-lost cousin, while others treat you like you walked in uninvited to a private dinner party. But what if I told you there are countries that welcome black people where dual citizenship, fast-track visa programs, and legal residency options aren't wrapped in red tape and broken promises from citizenship by investment to simplified residency requirements? These places are rolling out the red carpet. Whether you're chasing job opportunities, improved living standards, or just somewhere you can finally exhale, this list is for you. So hit that like button, subscribe to future travel tips, and let's dive into the top 10 countries that make global citizenship actually feel possible. Number 10. Ghana, where citizenship feels like a family reunion with paperwork. They're not just calling you home for a visit. Ghana is literally handing out keys to the ancestral kingdom through the right of abode and diaspora return law. Ghana has made it clear if you're black and ready to return, the door is wide open and they've cleared the red tape off the welcome mat. Here's the kicker. You can become a Ghanaian citizen without spending years in bureaucratic limbo, while most countries want you to live there for 5 to 10 years just to apply for citizenship. Ghana is out here saying, hey, you're one of us. Let's skip the awkward stage if you can prove African ancestry, which, let's be real, many of us can. You're already halfway to getting your passport. And this isn't just a symbolic gesture. In 2019, the year of return, over 126 African Americans and Caribbeans were granted full citizenship in a single ceremony. That's not just policy, that's movement. Since then, the wave has only grown stronger still. Wondering if it's worth it? Ghana's economy is one of the fastest growing in West Africa, with booming sectors in tech, agriculture, and tourism. There's room to thrive, not just survive. And did I mention the welcoming black expat community already building businesses, buying land, and sipping hibiscus tea like royalty? Number 9, Barbados, where naturalization feels more like a welcome home party than an immigration process. 5 years. That's how long it takes to become a citizen of Barbados, and before you start side-eyeing that number, let me say this, in the world of immigration, 5 years is basically the express lane, especially when the country actually wants you there. Barbados isn't just tolerating the African diaspora, it's rolling out the red carpet, pouring the rum punch, and asking you what kind of home you'd like to build. The island has deep ancestral ties to Africa. Here's where it gets even better. Dual citizenship is not only allowed, it's embraced. You don't have to tear up your old passport to start your new life. You can literally be at home in 2 places at once. How many countries can say that without asterisks and fine print? Number 8, Brazil, where the path to citizenship is as lively as carnival, but way less chaotic. You can become a citizen of Brazil in just 1 year. Yeah, you heard me, 1, not 5, not 10, not some soul-draining maybe after a decade of waiting. Now here's the jaw-dropper. Brazil is home to the largest population of Afro-descendants outside of Africa. Roughly 56% of the population identifies as black or mixed race. So unlike many countries where you're the only one at the grocery store, Brazil feels more like a family reunion with rhythm, soul, and samba. Still wondering what's in it for you, besides a fast-track passport? Let's talk job opportunities. Brazil is a powerhouse in agriculture, energy, and tech. And if you've got hustle, there's room to thrive. Add dual citizenship, affordable healthcare, vibrant black communities, and yes, insane beaches. Number 7, Panama, where moving feels less like immigration and more like upgrading to first class. 5 years to citizenship, and barely a headache to get started. That's Panama's pitch. And honestly, it's not just smooth. It's suspiciously smooth in a good way. While other countries have immigration processes that feel like you're applying to a secret society, Panama hands you a welcome packet in a friendly nations visa and says, make yourself at home. Now here's the wild part. If you're from the US, Canada, or most EU countries among others, you qualify, but why should black people consider Panama simple? It actually feels like home, with deep Afro-Caribbean roots. Especially on the Atlantic side, you won't be squinting to find a familiar face or a proper plate of plantains. Panama has thriving black communities, cultural pride, the economy booming, banking, shipping, tourism, tech. Panama's got investment opportunities and job growth that make it one of the hottest relocation hubs in Latin America. And let's not forget you can own property outright as a foreigner. No hoops, no tricks. Number 6, Turkey, where $400,000 buys you a passport, a penthouse, and a whole new identity, 3 to 6 months. That's how fast you can go from foreigner to full-on Turkish citizen if you've got $400,000 to invest in real estate. And let's be honest, in today's global market, that's less than the price of a one-bedroom shoebox in parts of California in Turkey. That money can land you a luxurious apartment with a view of the Bosphorus and a shiny new passport to match. Now here's what makes it interesting for Black expats. Turkey isn't colorblind, but it's surprisingly color-welcoming. Major cities like Istanbul and Ankara are multicultural melting pots with growing African communities, bustling international markets. Add that to a relatively low cost of living, world-class health arm, and strategic access to Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. And you're not just getting citizenship, you're unlocking global leverage. Number 5, Uruguay, the chill country that hands you citizenship without the drama, 3 years. That's all it takes to get a Uruguayan passport if you move there with family, 5 years. If you're flying solo, that's not a long-term dream. That's a realistic relocation plan, especially in a country that's so chill, even its immigration officers seem like they've had herbal tea and a nap before talking to you. Now let's talk facts. Uruguay may not be the flashiest name on your relocation radar, but it's got what most fast-paced, stressful countries don't. Simplicity, stability, and sanity. Think about this. When was the last time a country didn't make you prove your worth just to exist in peace? Uruguay doesn't ask you to perform, assimilate, or jump through flaming hoops. You're free to be your whole self, whether that's running a business, raising a family, or just existing without constant code switching. Number 4, Rwanda, where citizenship isn't just a status, it's a homecoming, 2 years. That's all it could take to go from visitor to citizen in Rwanda. Yes, 2, not 20. Not until your kids have grandkids too. Rwanda isn't just speeding up the naturalization process, it's rolling out the drumline, opening the gates, and saying, "Come build with us." Unlike countries where immigration feels like a background check from the FBI and a loyalty test from your in-laws, Rwanda is actively recruiting members of the African diaspora, and let's talk facts. Rwanda is one of Africa's fastest-growing economies, with an average GDP growth of over 7% for the past decade. It's clean. Kigali has cleaner streets than most Western cities, safe and high-tech. This is a place where Wi-Fi flows through buses and plastic bags are banned because Rwanda knows the global Black community has talent capital and stories worth investing in. If you bring business opportunities, skills, or cultural connection, you can fast-track your residency, and citizenship might follow in as little as 24 months. That's not a policy, that's a homecoming wrapped in law. Number 3, Antigua and Barbuda, where your passport could arrive before your Amazon package, 4 to 6 months. That's how fast Antigua and Barbuda will hand you citizenship that's quicker than a US passport renewal. And let's be honest, way less stressful than dealing with your local DMV. All you need about $100,000 in investment, and the willingness to trade gray skies and stress for sunshine and statehood now, before you roll your eyes and say, another pay-to-play country hold up. Because Antigua and Barbuda isn't just selling citizenship, it's offering you a lifestyle, a legacy. This is a country where Blackness isn't an awkward topic. It's the culture, from the music to the cuisine to the conversations in the street. You'll see yourself reflected in every part of daily life. You don't have to explain your hair, your name, or your energy. You just are. And that's enough. Number 2, St. Kitts and Nevis, where you can buy a passport faster than you can finish a mortgage application. Want citizenship in 4 to 6 months without ever having to live there. Welcome to St. Kitts and Nevis, the Caribbean nation that said, "Let's not waste time, just invest," and you're in. This island duo isn't just pretty postcards and pina coladas, it's home to one of the oldest and most respected citizenship by investment CBI programs in the world. Here's the deal. Drop $250,000 into a government-approved fund, or buy real estate worth at least $400,000. And boom, you're well on your way to a brand new passport. And yes, this one gets you visa-free access to over 150 countries, including the UK and much of Europe. You ever wanted to pull out your passport and have it actually open doors? This is it, and now we've arrived at the big one. You've waited long enough. Number 1, Dominica, the Caribbean shortcut to citizenship. That's almost too good to be true. 3 months, that's all it takes to become a citizen of Dominica. Not 3 years, not 3 presidencies, just 90 days. Dominica offers the cheapest and fastest citizenship by investment CBI program in the Caribbean, and honestly maybe in the world, with a $100,000 contribution to the Economic Diversification Fund. You're on the fast track to citizenship faster than some people get approved for a new credit card. But Dominica isn't just attractive because of the price tag. It's the vibe. This island is over 85% Afro-Caribbean, and you can feel the pride in every street corner, market stall, and steel drumbeat. As a Black expat, you're not the outlier. You're the echo of something deeply rooted. Need more reasons to take this seriously? Dominica's passport ranks among the strongest in the Caribbean, offering visa-free or visa-rival access to over 140 countries, including the UK, Singapore, and most of the EU. You're not just getting island access, you're getting world access. So here's the final question: why wait decades for a system that was never designed with you in mind, when you can invest, relocate, and thrive somewhere that actively wants you there? Dominica isn't just handing out passports, it's handing out fresh starts. And that's a wrap on this powerful passport journey. Which country surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments, and let's talk strategy like this video if global citizenship sounds like your next move.